that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He juked him. And some room to work. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check 15. Check 15.
Second down, Haskins. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
SOS. Jim. I got motion.
On 2nd down now, it's Simpson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Simpson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check three. Move. 57 the mic. Wait. Tackles. Under 10. 10. Showing that.
They'll try the left side. It's Simpson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
57 the mic.
On 2nd down, it's Simpson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
93's the mic. They can't hang with that. Let's go. Come on. Goose. What? Goose. Hey, switch gears. Look at that. Twist. Watch the twist. Hey. Motion. Set. Go. Check. 93's the mic.
On 3rd down, Simpson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Move. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Go. Check.
again on 2nd and 10. Moon going deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back. Check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, it's Simpson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Hey, hold up. 57, Mike 56. Pull it. I'm coming for you, son. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Simpson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Get him. You got him. Mike Smith. Delta. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down, Moon. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on 2nd down, Moon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Simpson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Anyway, kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Simpson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Moon. And a quick throw here that's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Coming to you. Hey, check, Mike, go. Mike 57. I got one.
To throw, Moon. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
57 to Mike.
On 4th down, Moon. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 13. Check 13. Hayward.
A final shot before break. Moon going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Joker, 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 Joker.
Here's Moon. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check your hot read. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Kill. Alert 3, alert 1. Alert 3. Come on. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And that is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Shift. 57's the mic. Right here. Hey, check Mike 57. Watch the run. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass.
On 4th down. Moon. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Come on, 61. Check. Watch 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Haskins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Haskins to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch the safety creep. 49.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. 22, Jack, bomber. 22, Jack, bomber. Delta.
A play fake. Now Moon. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Throwing again. Moon. And this is Simpson with a catch. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Moon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
And
he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is what...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Go. 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch twist.
Now Moon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check safety, check. Whip. Work hard. Wide. Get wide. Slam. Squeeze. Flare. Go. Smash.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Shit. I got motion man. Me. I got this. Will.
On 4th down, Moon going deep downfield. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, 83 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Third down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
You got 3 down.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
You're right.
On second down, here's Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Switch.
Moon to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it. To their 30-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
You got tight right there. Go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 1st down, it's Simpson. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Seibert's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Haskins now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Throwing now is Haskins, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Check, check. Lucky. Screen. SOS. Hey.
Now it's Haskins. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete.
All day, baby. Let's go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. When I've been smashed. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Rick Rock. Hip-hop. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your dad.